Hey guys, Pat Ryan here, and I decided to make a video response to the post I made earlier about Nicole Arbour's video, Dear Fat People, and the quote-unquote fat shaming. I'm going to give you my opinion on that in a second, but let me pre-qualify this, and let me tell you why I think that fat shaming is shit, and what she said was a lot of truth and why it hurt. First of all, I can qualify and say this because I'm a 100-pound club member. I've lost 150 pounds and kept it off for almost 3 years. I know what it was like. I am a former fat guy, former morbidly obese, big Pat Ryan, now not so big Pat Ryan, or medium-sized Pat Ryan, whatever people want to call me, that's what I am. So I can talk about this because I'm not going to be shaming. I may make some jokes. Most of them are going to be about myself. But I'm talking about it from the perspective of somebody that's experienced it. I think the biggest problem everybody has with Nicole Arbour is that she's blonde and looks like a Barbie doll. And I don't mean that in a bad way, but she looks great. And she's probably never been obese or had a problem with obesity in her life. It's kind of obvious. So with her saying those things, it comes off as harsh. That'd kind of be like me going to an all-black comedy club and getting up on stage and cracking black jokes and using the N-word. That would go over like a fart in, no, actually be much worse than a fart in church. That would be an absolutely horrible thing for anybody to do. Even if I got on stage in front of a mixed crowd and started telling jokes like that, I couldn't get away with it. Straight white Irish male, big guy, would not be able to make too many racial jokes because people would label me a racist. So when you see somebody that is in shape and slim talking about fat people, that's why fat people get offended. So fat people, listen to somebody that was there and somebody that battles it every day. Fat shaming is a crock of shit. Nobody is out there to shame you. The things she said hurt because most of them were true. I couldn't fit into a goddamn airplane bathroom when I was 430 pounds. I could barely fit into an airplane seat, and they had to use a seatbelt extender to get on me at the very most. Push down in the seat to get in. I used to have to pee in the sink of an airplane because I couldn't sit in the bathroom and go. I couldn't sit on the toilet. If I had to go to the bathroom, I would have crapped my pants. And that would have not been good for a flight, especially when you can barely sit in the seat and you're sitting on top of other people. When I lost the weight, I was on an airplane and I had to get out of my seat because I was sitting in the middle of two fat people that were on top of me and squishing me. And I went into the bathroom and I sat down on the toilet just because. And then I laughed my ass off because I realized I could fit into an airplane bathroom. Now that makes more sense because I'm telling the story, because I've been there and you can hear both sides of it. I could never fit into a roller coaster. I used to go to the park and I would go in the line with my friends and I'd be all excited. And then they have that seat, that tester seat, that loser seat. And you would have to go in and see if you could squeeze your big ass into it. And you couldn't do it. And people would point and they would laugh. And it would just suck and it hurt so much. And then if they didn't have those, you'd go up to try to get on the coaster or get on the ride. And that was even worse because you'd have to like squish yourself in there. And you could hear people pointing and laughing. And it was one of the most embarrassing and humiliating facts and things that happened to me. That's fat shaming when you're making fun of somebody. Nicole Arbour is a comedian. And what she was doing was a routine. What she said was true so much. 35% of North America is obese. That's affecting their health and it's going to kill them. What else did I write down from what she said? Her points are bang on. Shame people who have had bad habits until they stop. That's what I do on the challenge. I keep pointing out what I do each and every day. I go to the gym, I exercise, I ride my bike, I eat well. Sometimes I fall off and I talk about it. I'm one of the people that's honest. Being overweight sucked. And losing the weight and keeping it off isn't easy. But you know what is much better than any of it? Being alive. Because if I would have stayed morbidly obese at 430 pounds, I would have died. And more people need to say the things that Nicole Arbour said. Maybe not in the way she said them, but you guys need to start talking to people and your friends and your family that are obese. Stop telling me about medical conditions and stop telling me about medications they take. Medications cause it. You're damn right. Medications are sick care. Nutrition is health care. If you want to do this right, eat right and exercise and move. And yes, it's going to hurt when you move at first. My knees hurt so much still to this day. 3 knee surgeries. My body hurt so much when I was 430 pounds. Guess what? It still hurts today, but it hurts in a good way because I work for it and I work at it. So the fat shaming is a crock of shit, and it is time for me to start to pull my filter off. And I'm going to start saying it like it is too, because if you don't like it, just tune me out. I am here on a mission to help save and change lives. Hell, I got on the camera with this face shave and even a little blemish. I never get pimples, and I still got on the camera because I don't give a shit anymore. The only thing that I care about is helping people change. Now, I've been doing this for 4 years, and I have helped thousands of people around the world. My story has been everywhere. I've been absolutely blessed. Cursed with being a fat guy, but blessed being able to give it to you, and blessed with having a big enough mouth and a big enough cojones to say it. So the time is now and the time is here. Thank you, Nicole Arbour, for bringing it to light. You got 22 million views on YouTube. I'm sure I probably won't, but get ready because I will. It is time that we start talking about this honestly and openly. If I talk to you about your weight, it's not because I'm fat shaming you. It's because I care. We all care. If somebody challenges you to lose 10 pounds on Project 10, it's because they care. It's not because they think you're fat. It's because they don't want you to die an earlier death. Obesity is the #1 epidemic in the world. It is a proven killer. Worse than anything. We are on a mission to crush obesity, all of us. I am part of the 100 Pound Club. I'm part of Team Vi Hope, part of the Vi family, and you guys are going to start hearing more from me. Loud and proud and probably slightly obnoxious. So here's your warning. If you don't like it, tune me out. There may be some profanity. I apologize, but guess what? That's how most people speak, and that's how I speak. I'm not going to drop every F-bomb in the world, but it may happen occasionally, and it will happen because I have a point to make, and because I think I have a point to make. So guys, that's what it is. Nicole Arbour, I loved your video. I think I should make one making fun of skinny people and see how much hate I get. Wouldn't that be awesome? Maybe I could get as many views as you. Peace out, guys. If you have somebody in your family, friends, coworker, anybody that you know that needs to lose 10 pounds or more, if you need to lose 10 pounds or more, look in the mirror and ask yourself. Just ask yourself. I'm not talking about your comfort and being good with your curves. I love curvy ladies, just so you know. What I'm talking about is your health. So if your weight is affecting your health, whether it be 10 pounds, 50 pounds, 100 pounds, or more, contact me. Contact me. Let me help you.